What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is NSKIN and you already know. And if you don't, then you need to subscribe. Just a slight turn of events today. So I am going to be giving myself a much needed underarm wax. But while I'm doing this, I'm also going to be talking to you guys about some myths about waxing. But I know there are a lot of myths about waxing. There are a lot of reasons why people don't want to wax because of a lot of the things that they're hearing about waxing. So I'm gonna help clear some of that up today. It's been time to wax, kind of, sort of, but it's really not that much hair. I'm trying to tell y'all, that's how I know y'all like we really friends, because I'm really out here showing y'all my underarms live in full effect. Like, so both of my underarms have already been cleansed, and I'm gonna add powder, and then we're gonna hop right into debunking these myths. I don't even know if this is even a myth, but whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and address it. That only women can wax. That really doesn't even make sense if you think about it, because we are all human. Everyone grows hair, so to just think that only women can wax and that men cannot wax is completely absurd. Men, you can wax whatever you want to wax, and I'm gonna leave that there. There are plenty of estheticians that offer full body waxing for both men and women. Just don't feel like asking, can you get waxed, is a silly question. Of course you can get waxed. The contraindications of waxing all depends on that particular person, not the gender of that person, if that makes sense. Okay, so clear that up. Men can wax too. I'm still using that same wax from last time. The link will be in the description box, but I haven't run out yet, so we're just gonna use pretty much the whole bag until it's done. So the next myth I'm going to address is that waxing always hurts. Shaving is just cutting the hair off at the skin level. Waxing is pulling your hair from the root. So there is going to be a level of pain there. Now, everyone's pain tolerance is completely different, but waxing it's not going to tickle if that's what you're looking for. Is waxing always going to hurt though? It all depends on that person's pain tolerance. It all depends on your pain tolerance. And if you feel like your pain tolerance is really low but you want to try waxing, what you can do is take some sort of pain medicine. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you what to take and and exactly how much to take of it, but whatever your normal pain medicine is, I would just suggest taking that an hour or two before your wax appointment so that you don't feel the effects as bad if you are really worried. It's not going to feel like, you know, like a back rub or a massage, but it doesn't always hurt, and it's not always extremely painful, especially the more consistent you are with keeping up with your waxing. The pain tolerance grows. Also, if you are really concerned about the pain level in your waxing, the pain level when you are getting waxing, pay attention to your esthetician or your technician, whoever is waxing you, because should there be some hurt? Yes, but it should not be painful every single time. For the third myth we're going to talk about, a lot of people are under the misconception that waxing means you won't get ingrown hairs. And shaving gives you ingrown hairs because it's, like I said, it's cutting the hair off right at the surface level of your skin. So then when your hair grows back, if your surface of your skin has other dirt, debris, dead skin on top of it, that is how you will get an ingrown hair. Waxing does not completely eliminate you from getting ingrown hairs. I know some people that still get ingrown hairs and they've been waxing. The thing I will say is that your ingrown hairs will probably decrease, and that's because in order to wax, it's certain things you probably have to do, such as exfoliate. And here on this channel, we exfoliate regardless of what we do, okay? Okay. If ingrown hairs is something that you are struggling with or something that you are very concerned with, there are ways and things that you can do to lessen that condition for yourself. But just because you wax doesn't mean you won't get ingrown hairs at all. But there's serums, there's ways to exfoliate, there's just other methods that you can do to help with that problem. So are you completely free from ingrown hairs? No, but let me go ahead and do this before I get on. Yeah. Got the first strip off. We're gonna go back in the opposite direction just to get any hairs that I may have missed. The next myth we're going to talk about is waxing causing sagging skin. Waxing is a form of exfoliation. Any type of exfoliation is going to give you newer and smoother skin. Waxing doesn't give you sagging skin. I don't necessarily even know where or who even started that one, but waxing does not give you sagging skin. Okay, got it. We'll clean that up in a sec. Next, I'm gonna add a little bit more powder because I'm starting to feel myself sweat just a little bit. So let's talk about the next myth. The next myth is that pregnant women cannot get waxed, which is untrue. Pregnant women can still definitely get waxed. The thing is, it goes back to your pain tolerance. So I know a lot of pregnant women, their skin may feel sensitive or it may become a little bit more sensitive due to all like the hormones and everything with the baby. If again you are pregnant and you feel a little concerned about the pain tolerance and you're just a little worried, I would still probably take some sort of pain medication. It does not have to be the strongest pain medication you can find. Just a Tylenol or something like that, and take that a few hours before your waxing appointment. Pregnant women can still definitely get waxed. It's actually safe for pregnant women to wax during all stages of their pregnancy. Doctors may recommend that you start waxing earlier, like as soon as possible, if you find out that you're pregnant. That way, if you're consistent with your waxing, then by like the second and third trimester, the hair is finer and it's more sparse, and you won't really have to worry about your pain tolerance having to still adjust. So the next myth is that your hair has to be long in order for you to get waxed. And actually your hair only has to be the size of a grain of rice to get waxed. A lot of people like to grow their hair out super long when really what your esthetician should be doing is, if it's too long, they should be telling you to trim it, because the longer the hair, you can imagine the more painful it's probably gonna be for the client. You can still get waxed with even short hair. It just has to be at least the length of a grain of rice so that it is not literally ripping off just like the first layer of your skin in that much hair. Another misconception about waxing is that waxing makes your hair grow back thicker, and this actually is the opposite. It makes your skin softer and smoother, but it also, even long-term or short-term, over time, waxing makes your hair grow back softer and more sparse. So if you have like really coarse hair, you may want to consider waxing in whatever those areas are for you if it's really getting on your nerves. Because if you continuously pull out that, let's just say, strand of hair from that particular follicle, over the course of time, the hair that is produced from that follicle is going to change because of how you remove it. So yeah, waxing doesn't make your hair grow back thicker. It makes it grow back more sparse. It makes it grow back softer, which is why I always recommend, if you have coarse hair and you're tired of it, try waxing. I just realized I'm always in this particular top when it's time to wax. It's just because it's convenient, guys. Like, if I gotta explain that, then whatever. Ooh. I think it made it even worse me hearing it. The more often that you wax, the easier the hair just pops out when it's time to get waxed. My left-handed strips come out way better, and I'm not even left-handed. For the last myth I'm going to just address is that a lot of people are concerned with beginning to wax because they feel like waxing is too expensive. I can see the point that they're trying to make, but waxing, if you think about it, is actually better for the long haul, because yes, it is more of a cost up front, but once you wax, you don't have to go back for the next 6 to 8 weeks, you know, and then you can stay on that consistently. And then as you continue to wax over time, your hair follicle weakens, so you don't grow hair back as fast. As opposed with shaving, you grow your hair back. Like, you shave at 2 o'clock, the hair is growing back at 6. Who has time for that? And then with shaving being such of a risk, because you know, you run the dangers of cutting yourself and having a really nasty scar. Who wants that? Who wants with shaving? The hair grows back rougher, it feels like anyway. It grows back very quick, and then you're running through razors, you're running through, I don't know, the hair removals if you use hair removal and a shaver. Also, waxing is getting rid of the hair and exfoliating your skin. So even just by waxing, let's say you have darker areas that you are a little concerned with, it'll lighten over time, and it'll generally lighten those areas. Whereas shaving, if you keep irritating certain spots and keep going over them with a razor, your skin you may begin to have hyperpigmentation in those areas because your skin is irritated. I know it may sound like I'm shading the girls that still shave. I'm really not. I just really don't see a reason why people want to continue to shave. Like, outside of it being convenient, as far as, you know, time, outside of that reason, I don't see why anybody wants to shave. I'd rather just get some wax, you know, be in pain for maybe 2 seconds, and I'll see you in the next 8 weeks. Why not? Results are just better because they last longer. Like, even with shaving, you can still feel the hair under the skin. With waxing, you don't feel anything but skin. Bam, bam. I want to pre-cleanse it, and then I'll go back in with some oil. I have some jojoba oil that I'm going to be using after I use the cleanser. As long as it's not coconut oil, you can pretty much use whatever oil you want to use. The way coconut oil had everybody in a chokehold from 2014 to like 2017, 2018. Yikes. Okay guys, so I hope you have learned some new things today. I hope you can go and tell your friends that waxing is not that bad. We're looking like y'all. Yeah, see? Smooth. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all learned some things. I hope it was informative. And y'all let me know if y'all want me to start like a series of waxing and debunking, and just, would y'all be interested in that? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments, okay? Like I always say, we can go back and forth, girl. But yes, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in my next one.